Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Playing what might be my last Bluumburrow draft of all time. We'll see. Because by tomorrow at time of recording... Boy, there's so much good green stuff. Zendikar Rising will be in Premier Draft, and then on to Duskmourn. When you're watching this, surely Zendikar Rising will be in Premier Draft. These, I mean, what am I... You have to take Camellia, right? Camellia's insane. I've never played this wild guide. It's very good. The Vine Rate Mentor is good, but not quite as good. Actually, it says Vine Rate Mentor is even better than Camellia. Are you kidding me? That's what DraftSim thinks? Okay. I mean, I guess food is pretty good. And it costs 2 instead of 3. Fine. A great pack for green-black here. I wish I could take a lot of those cards, but of course I can't. Bushwhack Bodyguard is quite good, but Saver is generically powerful. Conceivably, this could wheel if no one else is playing squirrels. Although, given the pack I just passed, that's unlikely. You could also take a Polywallop, but I think Saver is fine. I mean, I don't know. They're both good, I guess. But Polywallop is better with frogs, and I don't necessarily look like I'm going to have frogs yet. I don't know. I mean, there's this squirrel here. There's even a Scales of Shale, I guess. But I think you have to take Blacksmith's Talent or maybe even Parting Gust. To stay open, like, we might not get to play green-black, and just taking a mediocre squirrel, like, if we end up being the squirrel drafter in this pod, we'll get cards like this whenever we want them. But Blacksmith's Talent is just quite nice, and if red is where we belong, I'll be very happy to have that. Rabid Gnaw's okay. What's this Forager? That's pretty good. There's also a Longstock Brawl. Even Treetop Sentries is fine. I think we can take a green card here. Maybe keep an eye out for green-red as a possible direction. Just because there's been a couple packs since there was anything good in black, and this one has good green. And there's good red here as well. Okay, well, the only particularly good card here that's green, black, or red is Daggerfang Duo. So that's what I'll take. I mean, I guess there is this, which is castable in green or black. But we're not going to want it unless we're both green and black, so I'm fine with grabbing the Duo. Playful Shove's okay. Take out the trash is interesting, but I'm happy to try and stick to black-green with another Saver. It could work. Black and green splashing blue. I think that's worth a try, although I guess maybe I'm supposed to take the Root Weaver instead, but Glarb is so sick. I think you have to kind of swing for the fences a little bit with a card like this. And then you can just pick up a Hidden Grotto to maybe fix for it. I mean, we're in green, right? We're going to get something like Heaped Harvest, maybe. This pack kind of sucks. I mean, I guess I'm more likely to play this Lizard. You know what? Maybe it's Bumbleflower's Sharepot. Slow removal that makes a food? Let's sideboard that for now. I don't really want any of the spells here, so I'll take another Grotto. It's fine with me, I guess. I don't think I like Junkblade Bruiser very much. Playful Shub I'd be happy to play if I'm in red. I don't know, this is all junk. What is this? This card has certainly been annoying to play against. Do I want to play it myself? Not over Thoughtstalker Warlock, I think. Pretty annoying guy here. But I don't think we're playing lizards, so I don't care that much about the damage to them. Like, I want to go for long games. I think we're taking Thoughtstalker Warlock. Another Thoughtstalker Warlock? It must be, right? A moose? I guess. The other choice is Savor. Okay, so I think we might have managed to land in green-black. Tree Chop Sentry's not terrible, but those might wheel, maybe. Probably not. Yeah, I think you take the moose to have some top end. Keen-Eyed Curator. The card is gross. Brambleguard Veteran is fine. Druid of the Spades, no good. Yeah, we're definitely taking the Curator here. I think just a quiet little Tree Guard duo is fine. None of this is particularly inspiring. I don't actually think I have that many squirrels right now, but this has still got to be the pick, right? 2 squirrels. But I have a few things to make food. And it is a very good card if you can, like, do the thing. I don't think I'm that kind of deck. Just give me another Daggerfang duo. Obviously, this is insane in bats. We do gain life because we have some ways to make food, but yuck, what is this? But we're not going to gain life that often, and that a creature that can't block does not seem very good for this deck. This is, I mean, I guess for foods, this could be fun. Like, foods are tokens, right? Okay, we got one of these. That's nice. I don't have a lot that costs 4 or more for Glarb to enjoy, do I? Oh, but you can still play lands from the top of your library, and even just by itself, the Surveil would be nice. Druid of the Spades, still probably fine. Looking for, like, cash grab or something. The 2 Savers make food. The Vine Reap Mentor makes 2 foods. I think you have to speculate on this Tangle Tumble. No, just take the Forage, or the Saver, which makes food. I don't know. Tangle Tumbler, like, the Rabbits deck enjoys it. I don't know if we're going to have enough food to really do this. Whereas I'm happy to have a 3rd Saver. The card is lovely. Bandit's Talent. Not that good. I think you take the Glide Dive duo. I don't know that I really need Nocturnal Hunger. I mean, I guess I don't have a way to kill a big creature at all. Maybe I do take it. Glide Dive duo is replaceable. Vine Reap Mentor. You'd love to see it. Although, Heaped Harvest? No. I mean, could we wheel this? It doesn't seem like anyone else is playing both black and green, but that's so greedy. Like, Heaped Harvest would basically just be for Glarb, which... Well, I have some other stuff that cares about food, I guess. And ramping. But you can't say no to a Vine Reap Mentor, I don't think. There's a Heaped Harvest anyway. Or a Cultivator. I think I want the Heaped Harvest. Doing okay on creatures. I'd like some ramp and fixing. Happy to see this. Mudflat Village? I'm a little short on spells if I take this. Alright, I still need to pick up like 2 more spells by the end of the draft. I think it's in order, just to be safe. Cash grab! By the way, how many squirrels? 8. I mean, that's plenty. 3 Tree Scribe? No, this all sucks. Yeah, if I had taken that Mudflat Village, I'd be kind of sweating right now, having to put in something bad. Like a Bumbleflower's Share Pot. I mean, I could put 1 in, it's fine, but it's not good. Yeah, I think they're... I mean, we're definitely not the only green player or the only black player. But I think we put together something decent. Okay, that's nice to see. What are we cutting here? A Druid of the Spade, maybe? Or is it supposed to be Glarb? No, Glarb's too good. And we have enough fixing. We should be able to cast him somewhat reliably. Just splash in 1 island. If it gets milled, oh well, I guess, you know, you still have the 2 colorless lands that can filter for it. Why is it taking you so long to sort? Like, come on, you're a computer. Okay, probably a 3-drop should be gotten rid of, huh? On the other hand, they're all kind of cool. What do I have that mentions food? So, these 6 cards all make food. These 2 make 2 food. This one doesn't. This one is, and this one loves food. So it's like 7 cards that make food, 2 of them twice. So we have like 9 food sources, right? That's pretty cool. So we should usually have enough food for the token caring about guy, right? I mean, the Tree Guard Duo is kind of nothing. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of it. Yes, I agree. 1 island, very good. 4 kill spells and a fight spell. Well, assuming you're willing to count Saver as a full kill spell. Glarb is really just for, like, card selection. We only have 1 creature that costs 4 or more. So we'll use him to play lands and surveil maybe some other stuff to the graveyard just for forage purposes. So it turns out I could have afforded to take Mudflat Village. But I took something else that seemed decent. I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was the Tree Gardew. I don't think it was the card I cut. That would be embarrassing. On the other hand, I don't have that many black sources. Oh, geez. I mean, I guess this is okay. I can't play any of my 2-drops on 2, but I can play them on 3. You could play the Scryland turn 1 here and look for a swamp. I think I want a swamp next turn pretty badly, so I will try that. Bin anything that isn't a swamp. Not rewarded. Well, I mean, I am sort of rewarded in that wherever my next swamp is, I'm getting to it sooner than if I had not played this yet. What? Have you ever played this game before? You were supposed to attack first. They must be emoting oops. I'm going to run this out because if they full swing, I can maybe get in with it and then Thoughtstalker Warlock to Thoughtseize them. Maybe. But if not, I've still got like Saver and Longstock Brawl potentially. Yeah, okay. So no blocks. Saver costs 3, but that's fine. Kill this. Fight. And get in there. All these black spells are killing me, man. This is why you're supposed to just run swamps and forests. Oh man, I can only cast one of them. Okay, but they can't really block this, and then I can Thoughtstalker Warlock them at least. You wouldn't. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, I guess let's hold up blue mana. That ought to scare him. Okay, I don't think we want... Oh, geez. Starfall Invocation would be fine with me. Let's get rid of this thing. Psychic Whirl is also fine because my whole hand is unplayable. Yep. Huh. I was willing to trade with the 2-1, but I guess I'll eat a fish first? I guess they're thinking they're going to board clear soon anyway, so they don't care about this 2-1 or this 1-1. I think I'm happy to race, and so I want this 2-2 alive. Swamp located. Okay, we could maybe get back a Daggerfang duo at some point. It's got Menace. You can't do that. I mean, I guess that tap is fine. Doesn't matter because my hand will be empty, so they know I'm not threatening anything. Swamp and Heaped Harvest. Okay. I mean, if they ever hit their planes, they can clear the board, and so I don't want to commit any more than this, probably. But I do think playing this is good. Like, I have Orator to recover from the board clear a bit. Oh, I see. They can do this anyway. But they accidentally passed phases? They just burned a black mana for nothing? Okay. If you double block that, you die. And you have to chump the 4/3 this way. That's illegal still. You could just like single block or even double block the 4/3. Maybe double blocking the 4/3 and going to 1 makes sense. Doing this doesn't seem right. If you're planning to board clear anyway, shouldn't you trade with my 3/2? Maybe they want to get in 2 more damage first? That seems irresponsible to me. And they don't even have the planes, right? Maybe they drew it. What's the gift, by the way? A card. Sure. I guess we just win? Okay. Weird game. I'll skip this time. Yeah, opponent seemed kind of new. I'm not casting red or white spells. Blue or black is fine. I don't know if I should be running blue at all. Like, I don't have very many black and green sources, and I need them, right? Like, maybe I should have cut Glarb instead of Tree Guard duo, but he's so nuts. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I'm just going to stick with what it is. It was enough to beat a new player, so it must be good. Currently waiting. Yeah, thanks for the tip. I knew that. Like, I know that's just what it says. before it finds you a match, and when it finds you a match, it says waiting for opponent, and then it loads. But you'd think like currently waiting could be a little bit more descriptive. Wandering Pilgrim. Okay, this hand is a certified banger. All it needs is an island to be really good. It doesn't actually need the island, right? The island would just be an improvement. Hired Claw is pretty spooky. I can play a Death Toucher in a few turns, I guess. Wow, they're gonna... Okay. Huh. Okay, they're all in on this. Wow, the Dray Leader would be an absolute greed lord of a play. But I think we just have to play the Death Toucher here. I mean, maybe not. Because if they have another burn spell or bounce or something, maybe I just have to like play a really low value thing, like play this mentor, fight, give them a fish, but clear the board out, because this thing is a nightmare. I'm not sure. I think I just have to kill this. They clearly have a game plan of using this to kill me, and I don't want that to be what happens. No plays. Okay, so maybe we're waiting. Maybe we're planning to get counterspelled here. Swamp is fine for moose purposes. I'm gonna... Am I gonna run out the Dray Leader? Yeah, I mean, it's big enough, right? I've got 3 foods. Oh, I'm so stupid! No, I'm not stupid. I forgot how big this was going to be if I had played it. I forgot it counted the foods and squirrels already on the board. So I could have played the Dray Leader and fought this thing. But I didn't have the mana to do that. I mean, I don't think you can counter every spell I have and then kill me with a 1/1. Oh, I shouldn't have played my land, because if there was a land on top, I would have wanted to play it. Oh! Okay. That's pretty scary. Yeah, they're definitely trying to kill me very quickly. Do I mill a cash grab? I guess so. I might hit a land. I did. Now I can play another Death Toucher. I don't want this to be the card I draw. I mean, a 3-mana 4/3 trample isn't bad, I guess. I don't really need to forage. Why exactly would I mill at this point if I want to draw this card, which I think I do. Oh, this has Death Touch too, huh? I had no idea. So I just have to stabilize. I have enough food that, like, being low on life is not a disaster as long as I'm not immediately dead. Are you for real? Okay, I still have a Death Toucher. Is that card double red? It is. Okay, that's why they lost all this stuff. I don't think it's moose time yet. Because if that gets countered, I just cry. So I think we run both of these creatures out. You could argue for running out just one of them and holding up the mana to eat a food, but I don't think they're about to kill me. Okay, that card sucks. Decline, I assume. Auto Tapper would be tapping blue for you. You don't really have to manually tap here. But you can if you want. Okay, love to see it. Love to see this too. Is there something they could flash in and try to kill me with? I don't think so, because I'm playing this anyway, right? And it can actually become a 7/7, I think. Surely, I've got so much in my graveyard. There must be enough to get this delirium. Or no, it's... Yeah, card types. So I mean, it's not delirium because it's not talking about my graveyard. It's talking about stuff exiled with this, but the same idea. Artifact, creature, sorcery, instant. Like, there's enough in their graveyard. Sure. Do I want to redraw this? I think it's fine. Sure. If they have something to deal with this, then I'd rather not spend 4 mana on it. But it's what I'm about to do next turn anyway. I think it's more urgent than eating the food to get this to go off if I can. Okay, so what do I already have? I need an instant, right? Yeah. I don't think it matters. And still no moose. I want to have a blocker and the ability to eat food. Okay, we got there. Yeah, had to do some slightly drastic stuff in the early game to deal with the Cruel Claw. Hired Claw. And forgot how Dray Leader works, so that's good to refresh on. Losing both of these to the board clear was pretty sad. You wouldn't think they'd be running that in, I don't know, maybe. But it turned out okay. Yeah, I mean, they were really all in on Hired Claw. And then Crab being enough to kill me. And then when it wasn't, we had enough value to just stay stable and eventually come back to kill them. Wired, I assume that's boy. I wish I had a forest. But I do have 3 drops to play. I don't know. I wish I had 2 forests. That isn't one. Alright, let's play this turn 1 and bottom anything that isn't a forest, I guess. Heartfire Hero is so scary. I don't have a way to deal with this at the moment. I guess I have a Death Toucher. Okay. I mean, that doesn't immediately interact with Heartfire Hero, at least. Savor is a great pickup. I think I have to use it on this, and I might as well do it before they untap. This is a 2/3. Which, you know, on board does defend against a Heartfire Hero. But if this gets a couple counters, I'll start having some trouble. I'm not that excited to forage before the Dray Leader gets on board. Okay, this is maybe even better. Because it gets 2 things on board that the Dray Leader cares about. And even if they kill it, it just gets another food. They did nothing for 3 mana? Didn't even have something to pump their guy? Presumably some cool 4-drop is coming down now. Oh! Ah! That's so bad. Creature instant. No attack? What? That's insane. It was a 2/2 double strike trampler. Okay, I mean, this Dray Leader is going to have to be what's big enough to trade against a 2/2. We could attack with a 3/2 here. Because, like, what is it blocking? But if they deal with my Dray Leader, it's blocking one of these 2, right? So We definitely are on the defensive against this deck. Although they don't seem to know that they're on the offense. I also feel like they should have just played this on turn 3 without Offspring. Giving the thing just Double Strike is usually good enough. Oh my god. Double Strike and a counter, mind you. This is disgusting. We're sure they just drew this, by the way. Because they would have played it on turn 2 if they had it. I don't know. I guess they could have drawn it on turn 3. No, but on turn 3 they drew a... Turn 4, I mean. I don't know. Turn numbers are confusing. Maybe the idea is they no. Because they didn't need a combat trick to attack with this when I only had the 3-2 on board. And I don't think they have a combat trick. Also, they should have targeted both of these instead of targeting this one twice. Maybe they do have a combat trick? Oh my god, it's even worse. Okay. I guess I'll just die. What does it take to not die? It's rough. This is like a 4/4 double striker now. I guess I could play a 3-2 and a 3-4. Maybe have a chance at blocking it. I don't think I have any use for my graveyard. So now a huge multi-block could potentially kill that thing. No, it can't. Jeez. They just kill both 3-2s. I'm gonna cry. And these guys, they missed 4 damage already on like turn 4. Alright, this time they targeted both of their guys. Good work. Both double strike. Okay, no trample, so we can chump off one of our creatures. I don't want to go to 2. I mean, maybe I have to, but no. I'm just way too dead if I ever do that. I do have use for my graveyard right here, actually. I think it's a little ambitious to imagine that I could ever spend that much mana on this, though. Yeah, I probably should have foraged the food, though, just in case. What can I do against a 5/5 double striker? It's pretty rough. I think I could block with everything, and that would kill it. Yes. The problem is they don't have to attack. Like these two are just like the sickest combo. Hardfire Hero on 1, Manifold Mouse on 2 is absolutely worth not offspringing this, right? You just like kill anything, including your opponent, very quickly. But they didn't do that, and I'm still absolutely drowning. I don't know. Wait. Oh, right, it already got its counter, yes. So can I handle a 6/5 double striker? Just barely. Because they can kill any 2 of my creatures, but not any 3. Yeah. And then in the normal combat damage phase, they'll kill all of my stuff. So this will still be a huge problem. But I mean, that's Manifold Mouse for you, man. It's just impossible to deal with. And Heartfire Hero is also a huge problem. The 2 of them together are... they're very good. I could concede, I guess. Let's see if they can kill me this turn. Yeah, that'll do it. Am I dead? I'm not sure. Yes. Oh, I'm at 1. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot it has that text when it dies as well. What the hell? It's illegal. It's too good even without that text. They printed that at 1 mana? Well. Could not win that game for $1 million. Show me my opponent's hand face up. There's nothing I could do. Maybe if you showed me my opponent's hand face up and let me choose cards to draw from my deck, I think then I could have maybe survived. Maybe. This hand is unplayable. Like, if I draw another land, I have a 3-drop. If I draw a swamp, it's great, but I think that's too risky. This is a hand. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Cash Grab than this guy. Because I don't have any way to get a token without the Cash Grab. Turns out I could have been the forest, but like, that's impossible to know. Whoa. Blue-green shortbow deck coming in here, huh? That's weird. Pearl of Wisdom. What is this? Blue-green frogs. Pearl of Wisdom. Short. Okay. They found a frog. This is 2 to equip, right? 1. Okay. I was just wondering whether this card said if you controlled a squirrel as you cast the spell versus if you control a squirrel. Because they started changing some cards to like where you couldn't ruin them by like removing your opponent's squirrel in this case, right? Like there's a red burn spell in Kamigawa that was like if you controlled a modified creature as you cast this spell. And there have been more like that since, but I can't think of one at the moment. Well, let's cash grab first. So land on top, that's nice. I think I want the Vine Reap Mentor. They didn't equip this. What's the 1-mana green combat trick in this set? Giant Growth? And that's like a... High Stride is way more common. Giant Growth is on like a bonus sheet or something, I think. Anyway, I think I want some foods. But I don't need it now, because I want to play this swamp off the top. I would trade this for Giant Growth. I don't think I would trade Glarb for it. Or whatever the High Stride, the more common one. That's fine. I guess, right. Glarb doesn't die at a High Stride, so I could attack into it, but I don't have to. Like, I just don't mind trading my 2/2 for their combat trick. I forgot. Yeah, Giant Growth is in, like... It's printed in Bluumburrow, but not really? I don't understand how that kind of stuff works. It's not... It's on some bonus sheet, I think. What is this? That's scary. Okay. But I can kill it before it becomes a problem. I can put a counter on my Death Toucher and then fight. No! Okay, but I can just replay it. I can still do all that. I don't need a Heaped Harvest. Just in case there's a forest on top, I should play it this way. But if there's any other land, I have to play this forest. So I can fight this thing before it gets out of control. Which it absolutely would. They have instant sorcery. I have artifact, land, creature. So put a counter on my thing, then they fight. Yeah, we can't allow this. Wait, why did they do that on their turn? It's an instant. They could have waited. And then if I had fought their guy, I would just like put my head face down into a lake and end my life, right? There would be no purpose to live anymore. I would be miserable. That thing's scary. I think I want to make a 7/7 right away. Not do any of this stuff. It's playing a little bit scared. Oh, maybe I should have surveilled first? No, probably not. Because I could have hit a land or something, but that's not a huge deal. The thing is, if I commit all the mana to this guy and they just like bounce it or something, I'm sad. I don't know. Let's just get all this stuff out of their graveyard. That was a sorcery, right? Yeah. I don't think they have any graveyard recursion that's going to get those back, but just in case. And let's take my land. Okay. This is, I mean, dangerous against blue-green. They could just bounce it, and that's sad. But they might not be able to. Okay, they're just going to get value. That's fine with me. How big is this, by the way? It's a 3/3. Activate only as a sorcery, but not only once. They can do it as much as they want. Oh, jeez. That's pretty good, dude. You are going to get a lot of value if I can't kill you first. Just pawn profit over and over and over and over. This guy is huge. And this is an okay follow-up. But it doesn't kill their thing? I mean, I don't have much that does. But it's a Death Toucher. I guess I keep both? None of this can attack, and this isn't a squirrel, so it doesn't matter the order. I'll attack first. Has trample. You can't just chump with a fish. I mean, you can, but it only stops 1 damage. No way. Okay. That's pretty fine with me. There goes all of their value? What? I don't know. This one first. And they don't have any interaction. But like, what if they did? Then I think the order still doesn't matter. And I can get my 3/3/7/7 back with this guy at some point. I just don't have to do it in a big hurry, necessarily. They have another one or something? No. They just have other ways to flicker the pawn profit. And they don't want to get too low on life. Okay. I guess I could just activate this immediately and stop holding up priority for no reason. I think we're okay eating this, right? Like, the only thing I have that cares about having a lot of food is, well, the Corpseberry Cultivator, I guess? I'm not exactly in life total peril at the moment. Yeah, I'll just hang on to the food. Ooh. That is a funny one. 8 mana, huh? I want to make use of Glarb's ability to play that off the top, but I also want to play another squirrel, so this is a 6/6. I think it just being a 5/5 is good enough. If it trades for 2 of their creatures, very well, I accept. And we're going to surprise them by blocking with it. If they counter it, I guess I'll cry, but... Really? What do you want me to not block with? This doesn't accomplish anything, I don't think. Actually, a forest might have been fine, because I could play it with that Glarb after I play Moose this turn. Okay. That's pretty sad. So that's why they wanted to play this turn. We know Moose isn't getting countered, though, so that's something. But I don't think you want to like leave lands on top so Glarb can draw them. You want to get rid of lands either by surveilling or playing them most of the time. You want to keep hitting spells as long as you have enough lands to do stuff. All right, Moose carried me on its back there. But I mean, really, the Moose wasn't the game-winning play. It was like, I mean, yes, it was the play that won the game, but you know, just having 2 huge tramplers before that they had to spend their resources on, and then I had a 3rd huge trampler. And if necessary, I could have produced a 4th. Yeah, so Giant Growth is... I'm like looking on Scryfall, and I don't understand. I guess, so if you search for Bluumburrow, it does show Giant Growth. But it's not in, like, the cards in the set. It's only in the starter decks. So I guess they published Bluumburrow starter decks, and they're all labeled with set symbol Bluumburrow. But Giant Growth is not available. It's like, you know, it's cards from Bluumburrow plus older sets, but it was made legal again. And I don't know. It's so weird. Constructed is a strange place. I think this is fine. I've got all my colors. I've got 3 drops. I wish I had something a little bit more proactive, but it'll have to do. Any way to get a food anytime soon? I don't think so. Oh. Okay. Sure. Have fun. Blue-black. Okay. Ooh, we want to kill that for sure. Could actually kill both. That seems pretty good. I think just like you usually want to gift a fish here, because the counter's important and the fish usually isn't. Eh, okay. Well, I gave them a fish for free. Sad. I can pay 2 if they try to dazzling denial me. Okay, they got a lot of these guys. Well, I'm glad I got my saver and my fight spell out of the way while they were tapped out. That's a very weird block. What does this mean? Am I getting savored? I must... No? I guess, yeah, they should have done it pre-damage if they were going to save her. Which one do I want to get counterspelled, actually? Sorcery creature... Instant. I guess this one being countered would be a little better. Which means I should play it last when I don't have the mana to pay. I mean, I don't know. It depends which counter they have, right? If it's Long River's Pole, nothing I can do. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Good use of their fish. Not all lands, I hope. Nocturnal Hunger, right? Bouncing one of my creatures does not seem that productive. Killing it would certainly be better for them. Instant sorcery creature. Instant sorcery creature. So we can't activate this. No reason to play that yet, I guess. I don't think I want to let them trade these off. I want this to be something that... I want this to be a threat that they're worried they're going to have to deal with. Well, I don't know. I guess the Corpse-Berry Cultivator is also sort of a threat. Yeah, let's go for it. Push in more damage. I mean, they're probably going to block, so probably the same amount of damage, but... But what? I don't know. That's it? Okay. I'm thrilled with that, I think. Willing to give that up before I spend any resources foraging, huh? Eating the food doesn't seem crazy, but I don't think it's good. Like, I can always do that later, right? I should... With a card like this, I should at least think about playing it pre-combat. because I missed the forage trigger by not doing that. I don't think it's urgent to forage, but I should at least think about it. Sure. You want the food that bad? What? I think they made a mistake. They thought it was gonna. They thought Saver just killed anything. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Saver on the Thoughtstalker Warlock a little while ago, or now, would have been fine. Did I have fun? I mean, I guess it was okay. Savoring the 2-3 was definitely not the play. Alright, 4-1, not bad. So I think this, by the way, this thing about Bluumburrow's starter decks must be what had me confused, because I looked at the list of cards that are like, you search Scryfall for set equals Bluumburrow, right? And I was really surprised to see, like, you know, if I say, you know, set Bluumburrow, what are the lands? You get like Fountain Port, Fable Passage, Hidden Grotto, the 5 villages, you know, a couple other, a Haven, 3 Tree City, the 5 basics, and then like Blossoming Sands and Swiftwater Cliffs. What are those doing here? Like a green-white duel and a red-blue duel? I couldn't understand it. Do I keep this? Probably not, right? Need the swamp pretty badly. I have 0 castable spells. With a swamp, it would be great, but I only have 7 of those. Okay, this is fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. What do I send back? Longstalk Brawl? Probably Nocturnal Hunger, right? Anyway, so we lead with Forest here, because if we top deck Swamp, we can actually play something. So Grotto's like surveilling for Swamp would not be helpful. Because if I hit it, I still can't do anything. Who plays Stocking the Pantry? What's wrong with you? More forests are fine, I think. I still want 4 mana. And I don't need a lot of black sources. Sure. Anyway, so I think that this, like, revelation, if you just search for what are all the cards in Bluumburrow instead of what are the lands in Bluumburrow, Scryfall shows you, like, here's the cards you can draft. Here's the cards that are in the 8 different bonus sheets. Here's the cards that are in starter sets. Starter decks. Starter decks, that's what they're called. I think we play out the... Well... Yeah, I mean, I want to play out this guy first, because it can attack as a 4-3 next turn after playing the Vine Reap Mentor, perhaps. But if you do any search more broad than show me all the cards in Bluumburrow, more specific than show me all the cards in Bluumburrow, it doesn't characterize for you like, oh, this is from a starter pack. I assume there's some filter you can use to say, only show me cards I can draft in Bluumburrow, but I don't know what it is. Blue-green, Stocking the Pantry, just this card, no other stuff. Alright, we smash. It might be worth killing the Dour Port Mage, but I don't want to do it while they have mana up. Or I don't want to try. Is this card any good? Do I want it again? I guess it's fine. Enjoy your fish. It's a nice fish. Good fish. Gotta admit. But equally, like, putting the counter here has mattered, right? Because now it trades for their 3/4. So I don't, like, regret playing it. I don't regret putting the counter on. Yes, please. Thought Stalker Warlock would have been maybe cool. Bounce the fish? No. Ooh. Am I glad I kept that forest earlier? I don't think I've spent the mana ever, have I? No, I have. Because I played a 2-mana black. I played like... No, I played, where is it? Hell? This guy. And also Longstock Brawl on the same turn. Ooh, more food. Yum, yum, yum. I wonder what they're going to do about the 5/5. They were looking at it as if they had some plan. Is this a squirrel? It's a rabbit. Counter on the big boy. Oh, and stocking the pantry? Nice. Wait, what? You didn't have to flicker the fish. Submit 0 is what you want. Okay, pretty happy with that. But being able to flicker this guy and get a card or a clue at least every time is pretty sick. I guess I could have played this pre-combat. No, it's not even a squirrel. Okay. So there's no reason to do that. I guess one reason would be, like, if both their cards are lands, then Thoughtstalker Warlock... It has Trample. Thoughtstalker Warlock wouldn't get anything if I do the damage to them. Okay, it's great. They're going to lose the 0/2. I love that. Or... Combat Trick? Run away together. Okay, I see. I see you. That's pretty good. I think this is a good enough time for the Warlock. It's basically making them discard this card, because I don't think they want to get rid of the Druid. And if I don't do it now, it probably isn't hitting anything. Alright, it was a land, but... You know, any card, they're all cards. This is bad. Maybe I should stop swinging with my Death Toucher, huh? I just thought it would be cool to push in some damage. What does this do when it taps? Oh, I see. This guy is giving the ability. I wonder why Arena puts, like, tap abilities on creatures instead of, like... Because if you have an activated ability that isn't a tap ability, there's no indicator of it. I feel like it should have, like, this has an activated ability. my god, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, and this is unblockable. Oh, man. Yep. That's so gross. Every one of their cards, every one of their creatures, like, comes with a 1/1 counter and a clue. It's disgusting. Sure. I don't have a lot of ways to deal with this now that it's a 3/3. It's basically just one Nocturnal Hunger. Or winning the race, which is not going to happen. I think we play a Heaped Harvest. And swing with everything? This puts me down to like 1? Probably? But it's the only way I can see winning the race. As even a remote possibility. I just need more mana. I don't know. I guess I hold back the 3/2. That makes... Do I? Go get a swamp, please. They have like Polywallop as well. Because this is deterring 5. Like, but the problem is I need to kill them. I need them to be dead. And if I can get in there for 10, we're threatening that, right? Whereas getting in for 7 doesn't really. That's why I'm thinking attacking with the 3/2 might make sense, even though it makes me somewhat likely to be dead next turn. I don't know. I guess in that case, I should have played like a squirrel instead of a Heaped Harvest. Okay, having played the Heaped Harvest, I think I hold back the Death Toucher. We're apparently trying for a sort of longer game. They have a trick as well? No, they're just willing to lose that. Wow. That's a surprise. Well, maybe not. This guy's big enough to kill me, I guess is the idea. But I have foods? I don't know. I might live. If you can't make it any bigger. Maybe they have another Clement. Clement? Like, is he a French frog? Clement? Well, I'm glad I played something pre-combat. I was thinking of bluff attacking with the 4/4 and then playing the Trampler post-combat because I could not, like, I don't know, because I just needed more stuff and I didn't think they would risk Clement. But apparently they would. I've never seen Stocking the Pantry do anything. I'm very, very pleased for you. Yeah, they do have another Clement. That's why they were willing to risk it. Okay, we're not going to win this one, guys. Let's try to cast a couple spells before I go, I guess. there's... I could, like, maybe live... I could probably live through next turn. This would go off. Like, maybe I could draw Nocturnal Hunger and kill it, be at 1, but, like, this whole thing is going to murder me, so... We're just going to see. Actually, was I supposed to attack with creatures today? I don't remember. I don't think so. I think... Well, maybe? But if so, that's one I'll surely accomplish eventually. It's not hard to attack with creatures. Alright, well, 4 and 2. This is kind of the bubble, in a way, right? At 4 wins, you're very nearly getting all your money back. At 5 wins, you're actually getting all your money back. This is a good enough hand. The missing forest is awkward, but I have Orator for 2, and then I can play these on 3. And Glarb is playable on 4 if I hit any land, whether a forest or not. We lead with a swamp, though, so that in case we do hit a forest, we have the stronger curve out. And I think Island after that, because I don't know what I want to scry for. Oh, so sick. I'm such a good player. You love to have this against red, right? Like, just big creatures and life gain. Yeah, lizards. Glarb time. May as well attack first, I guess. Ooh, okay. That's good. I was a little worried this card might eventually do something. I guess it's just a 2/2. But the less there is on the board, the happier I am. I would need another swamp to play both of these. Cruel Claw. Oh, come on. I need to draw that. Deals combat damage to a player. Okay, so we can prevent that. I don't want to Surveil right now, because that being on top is fine with me. Am I willing to double block here if they attack? Maybe not. But I'd like to threaten it at least. They're going to have something that wins the combat, right? I can let them do this once. And then Longstock Brawl to kill it off. Yeah? Longstock Brawl is still good. Just to kill off Cruel Claw. Even though I'm getting 2 for 1 with it. And we're absolutely eating food against lizards. I'm not going to let this stockpile just sit here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Discard a land to play a 2/2 flyer. And I can eventually get Glarb back. Let's run the Surveil land out, I guess. I know what I want, and it's non-lands. Oh shouldn't have held up this colorless, silly me. Should have threatened like green and blue or something. Black and blue, maybe. I couldn't threaten black and blue because I had to spend all my black mana. So it should have been green and blue that I held up. Yuck. I think we're going 4 and 3. I can't really survive all this if I don't ever play any spells. But I guess I can play Glarb again after trading this off. That's something. If this didn't have a graveyard ability, I would prefer to hold it because it's like stopping 1 damage every turn versus stopping 2 damage once. But Glarb is a good pickup. Oh, Glarb is exiled. Okay. Yeah, that's... Oh, come on. That's what I get for eating all my food. The one card in my deck that cares about food has arrived. It's still a big creature. I'm happy to have it. I just could have made it bigger is all. And like, I don't know. I think I want to have eaten the food, kind of. Because, you know, I've eaten 3 foods at this point, I think, right? I would be at 12, which would be horrifying. But maybe I didn't have to eat all of them, but I think it was still a good play. Just didn't work out. Non-creature spells untap this. Not even attacking with the 2/2. Extremely suspicious. I think they have some combat trick like Scales of Shale, and my 4/4 is kind of valuable. That's a good hit. I'll take that. Okay, maybe we don't have to lose this game. But I mean, they could still, like, you know, fell it or something. It's not an instant win, but it's quite good, obviously. Not Offsprung. So this is a non-land. How big's my graveyard? Pretty small. So maybe I keep this food for forage purposes? Well, I guess lose 3 life. I can always... I could sack the food and get the life for free, but if I want to do that, I might as well lose 3 life and then eat the food. Oh, right. I was like, wait, I forgot to cast the moose. But the moose is on top of my deck, not in hand. So that would be extremely illegal without Glarb in play. I don't think I need a bunch of foraging. Let's just keep that life total high against the Lizard's deck. They also, by the way, don't seem to have Scales of Shale, because they would have blocked this 3-2 if they had that. So I don't know. Do I attack with the 4-4? I don't think so. Just this. Because when it dies, I get a food, which makes the 4-4 bigger again. Sure. Couldn't you have done this last turn? If it's Scales of Shale? This is very weird. Why would you make that block? Can't be Skunk for 2 mana. They're acting like it's something that this will untap with, but I don't understand it. Why do that? I think if they attack with both, I'll block the 4-3. I don't care that much whether the bat has flying. I want to kill a bigger creature. I mean, I guess they could have a combat trick on this thing that would kill Moose. Whereas if I did this, it wouldn't. I think that's a good enough reason to block here. Maybe I'm just traumatized, but, like, where is the Scales of Shale? They keep acting like they have it and then not using it. Play the squirrel out pre-combat. And then swing all. Sure. I'm happy to forage. Greening all over him here. Yeah. They had it. They've had it all this time, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So they're losing this to kill my 5/5. That's fine. They were just waiting until I exposed this to danger. Which is fine, I guess. I will assign no damage to Starlit Soothsayer. It makes no difference, but it is kind of funny. It's indestructible, right? Oh, yeah. But they could have killed... No, they couldn't have killed the Moose with that, because they didn't have enough big creatures untapped, right? Yes, that was why I felt it was safe to attack with the Moose. Okay, they're tapped out here. I think I want to play this pre-combat so I can forage, even though it shows them my hand is empty. Go ahead, double block. You know, they do kill it, but they take 8. Okay card. Saver's a nice draw to deal with it, of course. And we got him. Yeah, I mean, I ate like 4 foods that game. Maybe 5? I think just 4. You know, I guess technically I wasn't dead if I had eaten none of them. But I would be very nervous and I wouldn't be able to make some of the plays I made. Like, you can't attack when you're at 2 life. This is a good hand. It's not perfect, but there's Savor into one of these guys. And again, it's Swamp turn 1, hoping you hit Forest. And I think then second Swamp over this, right? You don't really need to hit another Forest if you miss. Oh, now I kind of want one. Okay, that's a good enough reason, I think. I mean, just how bad is a Swamp? I guess it's bad. Any chance they would commit to this? Well, if they did, they would get to draw a card, so I don't want to allow that. Okay, well, definitely glad I didn't keep that other Swamp. I'm just drawing one now anyway. Nothing for 3. Interesting. They must have just drawn this. They could have played it last turn if they had it. I guess we just Savor it? It's not exactly mana efficient. Cultivator would be... Cultivator would be kind of exciting, right? Because we could just start eating foods and make this quite large. I guess... Okay, I probably should have savored this while I could. I forgot it gets permanent counters. But I can savor it as a combat trick, probably? Once it's a 3/3? Oh my god, how do they always have Manifold Mouse, man? And Longstock Brawl. Yikes! Oh man, this is what I get. I should have just savored this. What? Why are you targeting? Oh, only mice. Yeah, so greedy. Now what? I can savor one of these and still get absolutely owned. I needed to savor the otter. Oh boy. I mean, I guess since I can't really deal with this ever, I kill one of the mice, swing out and eat a food. Oh my god, the Forage audio is playing forever, huh? What? Stop. Okay. Oh right, they can't. They can't give this double strike. It's only mice. So maybe I have some play against all the mice. In fact, I could have like savored plus blocked. I guess we Thoughtstalker Warlock right now, yeah? Hey, it was a mouse. Double Striker's actually sick. I hate it. Well, oh god, we know it's High Stride. Ah! +1, +3. The only thing I could possibly kill would be the mouse. At the expense of almost my entire board. I didn't kill the mouse? I thought the mouse was... Oh, plus... I don't know what happened. This is actually great. I'm not sure it lives, but... Creature, sorcery, instant. Surely I have something. A land, okay. Maybe it's not great. Maybe I'm just dead, but I think I'm not technically dead at the moment. I can chump the 5/5, block the other 5/5, take 2 from mouse. And next turn I can moose, right? Yeah. So what if I swing for 7 here? Is that the craziest thing anyone's ever done? Surprise him with a moose? I think it makes sense. I need to win at some point. And we just established this is not enough to kill me. If I trade this for one of their 5/5s, I'm reasonably happy, I think. No attacks. Wow. Okay. Those both have trample, so Savor right now is actually bad. Sure. But now savoring the 1/1 is lethal? I think I go for it. Hey, got there. Oh boy, what? How nice to have these like 7 mana enormous green creatures when I finally hit that second forest. I think I didn't realize, by the way, that I could have played the moose. I already had the moose, and the forest I drew was like my 7th land. I think I could have moosed. It was better to play this, but I should have realized they were both possible at least. Okay, well, you know, that first attack with the 7/7, I don't know. It's sort of a lesson in playing to win, not playing to live. Is like, yeah, I could die if they have something. To get my moose on the counterattack or whatever. But like, what's red green gonna do about a 6/6? It's not like they can just bounce it or fell it or something. Well, fell is sorcery. Feed the cycle or nocturnal hunger or whatever. So got to get in there and start threatening to kill him. So that you don't have to, like... Because the longer you just sit there at 6 with, like, 1 blocker, maybe 2 blockers, if you're afraid to attack because you trade down a 7/7 into a 5/5, you're just giving them more chances to draw something that wins. With a 7/7 and then another 6/6 coming, you're kind of in the dominant position as things stand, and you need to press the advantage while you can, not give them more chances to draw an out. We're gonna get a draw. All right, here comes the draw. Ready? Huh? No, it actually sounds like a real game. Okay. This is good. I don't have a 2-drop, but I have all my colors and some solid 3s. I guess I was thinking forest first in case I draw a double green card, but I don't have another forest for it, so I guess forest first in case I draw, like, the double green card and then another forest. Found a 2-drop at least. What is this? The Manadork. Very nice. That also tutors for squirrels, although it looks like they're maybe not playing squirrels. Maybe they're playing squirrels splashing red for something. Who knows? What's going on over there? You have a 3/4. It's pretty cool. I think it's Glarb time. Try to play a land off the top next turn or something. Because the only 4-mana creature Glarb can hit is already in my hand. So he really is just playing lands off the top. But he's also a 2/4 Death Toucher. Kind of nice. With Cash Grab, it shouldn't be too hard to hit a land off the top. And one of the 2 goes. But maybe I don't want to. Maybe I want to play this. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh. Do I just chump off a 2/2 here to save myself 7 life? I think so. Means I don't control a squirrel anymore. Hey, it's a land. Yeah, keep that on top, I guess. Now what? I can't play it if I cash grab it. So I think it's actually just this Dray Leader. I don't know. Let's get a card out of their hand. It doesn't look like I'm going to get more value out of it than just a random discard anytime soon. Wow, that's a big creature. I'm a little afraid. I feel like I'm getting beaten down pretty badly if that's what they're discarding. This guy always gets exiled. What's wrong with him? How good is Longstock Brawl right now? I guess it's fine. Doesn't do anything right now, but I guess it's okay. Yeah, rough. Oh, if I cash grab, I won't get this. Whoops. So if I'm going to cash grab, I shouldn't have topped it. Huh. Well, okay. But I think I do have to cash grab, even though I'm losing a card that could deal with something on their board. Okay, that's fine-ish. Except it's going to make this a 5/4 first striker, which is not fine. Well, at least I hit something. So not punished too badly for leaving Longstock Brawl on top. It seems it's impossible for them to expend 4, because this is colorless. So we can block that. Okay. This is a pretty big creature now. Is it big enough to... I mean, if they have nothing, it's the biggest thing on the board. If they have something, I get completely ruined because they give their big guy first strike and then combat trick, and I lose my 6/6 for just a tiny little combat trick. Okay, that's not what's happening. Great. So, do we swing with the 6/6? I think not. It just trades for one of these, right? But is it really going to be better to do something else? I'm tempted to play the Moose, but what if I play another 4/3? Actually, I have this. If this dies, I can just bring it back. Yeah, okay, let's make that attack. And if it doesn't, if they just let it in, which I suspect they will, I can play Moose on blocks and still get them with something. Okay, nice. That tap is fine, although really this is a little bit more... Whatever. It doesn't matter, but just in case. What is this? Exile something. Return it with a flying counter. Oh dear, I wish I had the Moose available. Oh, they should have used this to... No, I don't know. Oh, this is so sick. I need a land so I can play Moose and also eat a food. What the hell? I thought I was doing great. Ah! Oh my god. Suddenly all their shit can fly and is huge? Well, I mean, I'm dead. Even if they, like, fall into the trap of my moose, I'm dead. I guess I could eat 2 foods and still play a creature and not be dead. Maybe I should have eaten 3 foods so that I could afford to play moose next turn. But I'm still like, if I draw a land. Aha! Okay, sure. Go. Yeah. That's fine. Go to 1. Got him. I don't know how I'm dealing with that 8/8. Do I still have a Nocturnal Hunger? Is that a card I drafted, or did I cut it? I do have it. It's in my deck. I think if they had attacked with everything, I would have been dead, right? Probably. Because I can't afford... Well, I could have blocked this and chumped out... yeah, I guess I wasn't dead. Might as well hang on to this forest. You never know what they might worry it is. Alright, well... 5 attackers, 6 blockers. I'm not dead. But they can just start picking up squirrels, huh? Oh, they don't have any squirrels! Got them! Okay. Whenever what? Okay. Six attackers, 6 blockers. Technically not dead, I think. How many lands have I drawn here? 12? 12 lands in the top 25? I guess that's not... I mean, it's a little unlucky, but it's not unreasonable. I mean, they've got 11 lands in the top... Well, 12 lands in the top 24, so... Can't get too mad. Glarb is exiled, right? So I definitely never need blue mana. Death Toucher is very nice right now. Do I still have that 7/7 guy? The guy who can become a 7/7? I do. But their graveyard is huge. So this is pretty much the only thing I'm using my graveyard for, right? Maybe I should be not milling because I can only win by decking them. But I'm already losing the decking race. I don't think I'm winning. Okay, that'll do it. They're not even going to give me a fish. That's so offensive. Okay, I mean, a decent result. Was that 5 wins, I think? 6? I don't know. I think just 5. Oh, 6. I've had a couple of 6-3s recently, haven't I? Just this one and the one before it, I guess. Okay, well, fair enough. Why am I looking at my deck? Get me out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.